What is going on? It's your boy Anzo the Don, and this is the Pantheon trip. So the deck is 33 inches in length, 2¼ inches in width, and the wheelbase is 27¼ inches. You can choose between 7, 8, or 9 ply. I believe it is maple. So the first thing I notice is that because the board features a double drop, it makes it really low to the ground. And even with narrow trucks, you get a lot of stability. Another feature that I like about it is the fork style. I don't know what to call it. The fork style where you put the trucks. Because if you need to remove them or do maintenance or whatever, you just undo the bolts and they slide right off. So this board is really easy to kick push on because it is very low to the ground. And yeah, it's just really effortless. Even after leg day, kick pushing on this is a cinch. One of the first things that I did to it was I added a 3mm rubber shock pad just to dampen a few of the vibrations. You don't really notice it until you ride it back to back with another board. I took the loaded Icarus out and I took this board out, and that's when I noticed the shock pads make a bit of a difference. And they just make the ride that little bit more comfortable. And the grip tape. This is probably the least abrasive grip tape I've had on a longboard. And I really like it because you don't need something that's gonna cut your hands whenever you grab the board. Everyone's talking about, oh yeah, this is the best grip tape because it's so grippy, and it's like, it's as sharp as glass. It's like, nah, you don't need that, bruh. And this is just personal opinion, but this is probably one of my favorite grip tape designs. That line that goes across the middle, and the little triangle thing, and the graphics, I like it a lot. The board does have a little flex as well. It does touch the ground when you jump on it, but only when you jump in the middle, and it also depends how heavy you are as well, I guess. But while riding, it's not much of an issue. I feel like it has the perfect amount of flex for how low it is. So these Pantheon boards kept showing up on my Instagram feed, and I just decided to buy one, and I'm pretty happy with the purchase. I would recommend it as a commuting board, getting from point A to point B, because it's so easy to use, so easy to kick push. But if you want something to, longboard dance with, this probably isn't the board. Like, I've used this board just to go get groceries because it's so small, it's compact, and it's lightweight. Before I made the purchase though, I jumped on YouTube and watched a bunch of videos, and one guy recommended getting the 150mm trucks. I think that was the size, and so that's what I did, which is great because it makes the wheels so they don't stick out any further than the board. And what's good about that is you won't kick the wheel when you kick push. But because the trucks are so narrow, and I've got the 80mm Kegels on there, when you try to do a really sharp U-turn, or you carve way too hard, you do get a little bit of wheel bite. So that's just something to be aware of. I probably wouldn't go wheels any bigger than 80mm unless I had some wider trucks. And you can get a bunch of different graphics on the bottom of the deck. The one that I got, I wasn't the biggest fan of the artwork, so I just sanded it down, and this is what it looks like after you sand it down. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Pantheon trip. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.